I'm Madison Mary and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a brand new weekly reading vlog for you. So it is week 4 of my job. I took last week off filming a reading vlog because I had work stuff to do and work stuff to read. Don't know how much I'm going to read tonight, but I do want to let you know that I'm really thinking of just like full force going into just like self-published romances, Kindle romances this week. I definitely, you know, if you saw my August TBR, I put Sophie Lark on there, who I'm like in love with. So I'm either going to pick up continue on with her Underworld series or continue on with her Brittle Birthright series. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope you guys are liking those videos. I'm also just stoked to kind of just dive into like a bunch of steamy, smutty romances because, you know, life is stressful, life is busy, and what better way to ignore reality than to just get into some balls to the wall smut. So, just saying. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. Okay, so first off, let's just acknowledge how sick my work outfit is today. But I wanted to come on and update you while I'm on my break just so I can tell you what Snow is about, because now that I've read it, I'm 22% in. Our characters haven't met one another yet, but I can see what's going to happen. But Snow is an underground fighter. He has been doing it for many years now, is very well known. That's where his name Snow came from, was because he's very unfeeling, doesn't show any emotions. He ends up kind of being recruited after he like knocks out this other guy by the lowest of the mafia groups, one of the lowest Bratva groups. I forget what his name is, it's like something with a K, but he's like the lowest of the 5 Bratvas that like kind of run in St. Petersburg. And so he's kind of like looking to recruit Snow, and it's like a lot of money to like do this fight that's coming up. Snow really wants the money, so he's gonna do it. But then we're also following Sasha, and she just graduated from medical school and has come back home to see her parents and her family, and has learned that her father is in debt to the mafia. And the mafia that he is in debt to is the one that Snow has just begun working for. And she ends up going to this head mafia dude and says, look, I know my dad has a list out. I know he can't repay it. Please do not kill him. I will offer my services to you instead as a doctor. I will work for you as a doctor. And he goes to her, he says, okay, fine, you will be in my service for the next 20 years. She knows that like the odds of her actually escaping after 20 years from the clutches of the mafia are very unlikely. And so my guess is that he's gonna get hurt in this upcoming fight, and she's gonna like have to like look after him, and then he's gonna fall for her. That's gonna be their romance, which I'm really excited about because it's like a really awesome premise. It's like a doctor and a fighter romance, and like he is so like cold and unfeeling and like really just like brutish, and he doesn't really like want to mess around with like trivial things. He's very like one-track mind, very basic thinking, like none of his language is flowery. His perspective is like very like blunt and brutish, which is like a really interesting perspective to be reading from. And then of course you have Sasha, and she's like, you know, has such like a big heart, so loyal, such like a beautiful creature, and she's like basically like this dove that has been brought into this brutal world, and she understands what's going on, she knows how to hold her own. So I'm really excited to see how this is gonna go. So it's going very well so far. So I got through 22% like within like an hour. Like it was really quick to fly through. I just love Sophie Lark's writing style. So I'm gonna go eat, watch some Love Island, and yeah. Hello. Okay, so I'm about to go to bed. It's like almost 1 in the morning. Not a good thing, because I got 80% into the book and I was like, can I finish it? No, bitch, you need to go to bed. So that's what I'm doing. I'm really loving it. It's going really well. The only thing is I'm reading this book and I'm like, why do I feel like I've read this before? Like the entire time there are things that keep happening and I'm like, I feel like I know this. But yes, I'll catch you guys up in the morning. Goodbye. Hello. Okay, so it's 1 in the morning. Went to bed at 1 in the morning last night too. Yes, I do wake up at 6:30 a.m. Yes, I am not getting a lot of sleep. Will I sleep in a lot this weekend? Clearly. Okay, So, want to do an update, by the way. I'm wearing my lovely, big Hello Lovely box t-shirts. I wear these every single night because they're just my comfort clothes. I am still a rep for them. My rep code is Princess15 if you want to get 15% off, just for anyone who was wondering. I did finish Snow. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it. The only problem is that I cannot for the life of me figure out why it feels like I've read this book before. I really, really think I've read this book, but I cannot conceivably imagine when. So I don't understand. I'm so confused because I feel like I've legitimately read this book before. And if it wasn't for that feeling, this book would have been a 5 stars. But because I had that nagging issue in the back of my head, it wasn't. But really did love it. I freaking love Sasha. She is such an amazing character. And the way that she developed in this book is so kick-ass. Like, she is just so awesome. By the end of this book, I'm just like, the character growth in this girl is awesome. Regardless, I didn't want to read Mafias back to back, so I decided to pick up Getting Schooled by Emma Chase. I picked this up, well actually no, I was sent this by Valentine PR. The guy's name's Garrett. He's the history teacher at the high school. He's also the football coach. And then you have Callie, and she is actually an executive director at this like theater production company in San Diego, but her parents got into an accident. Not like a bad accident, like a silly accident, and so she had to come home to help look after them, and so she has now taken up as a temporary sub at the school, working as a theatre teacher there, as their drama teacher, because the current drama teacher is on maternity leave. And so they are like rekindling their romance they had because they were like high school sweethearts, but then they broke up when she went off to college because of long distance. And now this is the first time for them meeting again in like 7 years. They're both like in their early 30s. And so it's really interesting. I'm really loving the banter in this book. The humor in this is very dry and sarcastic, and that's definitely something I really vibe with. Like, there's been multiple times in this book where, you know that laugh that you do where you're like, like, I will admit the guy, he does have a dog named Snoopy. I'm very much vibing with Snoopy. Snoopy is an old dog. If Snoopy dies, we're gonna have a huge problem, okay? I'm just saying. Hello, okay, so I did read an extra 100 pages of the book last night. I'm Getting Schooled by Emma Chase. I really do like the banter that's in the book. I think it's hilarious. That's what's keeping me going, because I do not feel the connection between our two characters. It's a second chance romance, but there is no angst. There's no angst. It was like so simple and easy. It's not the kind of second chance romance that I like. I like my second chance romances to be like super angsty and like a lot of sexual tension between the characters. And in this one, there's no like, you just don't believe it. It's just so simple, and I just like, I don't know, I'm not vibing with that aspect of it. So that kind of sucks. So I'm guessing it's probably gonna be a 3 out of 5 stars. I do enjoy Emma Chase, like her writing style, so I'll definitely check out more from her. I just think that this book in particular was not like for me, which is fine. Anyway. Hey, okay, so I'm about to go to bed, but I wanted to quickly come on here and update because it's Friday night and I just finished Getting Schooled by Emma Chase. I'm actually gonna give it like a 3.5 out of 5 stars just because I ended up actually really enjoying the end of it. I think that these characters did really grow on me, and the storyline grew on me, and like everything, I know I really loved the teacher aspect of this book and the way that they interact with their students and like how everything meant to them, and kind of like that relationship was just a really big pull for me. I really, really love that aspect of this book. But yeah, I mean, I definitely would pick up more from Emma Chase. I just think that her older books do have some things that are very telling that they're older books. You know what I mean? Like there's a little preview at the back of this for Royally Screwed, which is another book of hers I really want to read, is her Royal series. But in that preview for that one, there's like a whole thing where he's like, I swear I'm like schizophrenic, and I'm like, you can't say that. Yeah, anyway, I then picked up Bratva. This is, okay, 2 things to do here. First off, I made a Mafia romance TikTok today. It was hot. It was amazing. I was so freaking proud of it. I posted it. It had like 10,000 views within like the first like 30 minutes. And then TikTok removed it for community guideline violation because apparently it had adult nudity. You know what that adult nudity was? Asa cover for Crow. This was nudity. You know how many men on the TikTok app just strip tease and are naked and I get community guidelines, nudity guidelines for this. Anyway, I'm just super pissed because I'm just annoyed because I had planned this video to be like one that did well. It's just the way that I kind of plan my TikToks out, is I have ones that do pretty solid throughout the week, and then I always have one or two that I would like to, you know, I'm like, these ones are going to do really well, and this is going to be one of them, and it's fine. It's fine, I appealed it. I'm just going to be really bitter, and it's just like kind of affecting everything at the moment. But I did pick up Bratva because I wanted to read a mafia romance. This is like a 200-page one. It's brand new by Hamel, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm really not loving it that much, and I'm kind of just like, do I want to stick it out? I don't know. I really don't know because I'm not loving it. I feel like a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm just feeling really like annoyed. Yeah, okay. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Wow. Hey, so quick update, Saturday night. I've done no reading today. I did a bunch of filming, but not even as much filming as I was hoping to get done because I'm in the process of selling my car. And there was just like so many issues this morning with selling it. I was on the phone for 2 hours. So I'm a little bit annoyed because I should have gotten way more done today than I did. I'm gonna finish the Bratva book, the one I was like, I don't know if I'll finish this. I'm gonna finish that tonight. And then I'm planning on whatever book I pick tomorrow, I'm gonna bust it out. I'm gonna get that whole book done. I'm gonna pick something and I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna do that, 100%. So yeah, okay, I'll update you guys tomorrow. I'm not doing anything else today. I'm not in the mood. Okay, bye-bye. Hi, okay, so I know I said I wasn't gonna update until tomorrow, but it's like 1 in the morning and I did finish Bratva, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here because my dumbass was like, why don't I start my next read right now? So this is Come Back For Me by Corinne Micheals. It's another one of the books that Valentine PR sent me. Oh my god! I'm like 100 pages in, so like a third of the way through, and I cannot put it down. Like, it's 1 in the morning, like I have to go to bed. Oh my god. This book is amazing. I'm like dead. It is so heartbreaking and heart-wrenching and beautifully written. I've never read anything like this before and I need more of them, and that's all I really wanted to quickly say. It's nuts. Like, I didn't even tell you guys what Bratva is about. But oh gosh, you know what, freaking hell, I'm just gonna explain what this one's about and then I'll talk about Bratva tomorrow morning. But we are following Connor Arrowwood. He is the youngest of the 4 Arrowwood brothers, and when their mother passed away when they were a kid, their dad was a huge drunk and started beating them all and was extremely abusive. And when they all finally became of age, they all left and swore they would never come back until their father died, and then they would sell the farm. And so when this starts off, you find out that Connor has just been discharged from the Navy as a SEAL, and so their dad just passed away when he like is finally discharged, and so they go back to the farm because they're like, okay, well, we're gonna sell it and we'll never have any ties back to the farm ever again, until they find out that in the will there's a stipulation that their dad put in that said that each of them have to live on the farm for 6 months before they are allowed to inherit it and sell it. Connor is the first of them to stay there for the 6 months because he doesn't really have anything to go back to now that he's done with the SEALs. One day he comes across this little girl named Hadley, and she is the daughter of the people who are on the farm next door. And he goes there and he ends up seeing that the mother, who is Ellie, is this woman he had a one-night stand with 8 years ago. And it turns out that Ellie is married to the guy who inherited the farm next door, and he is extremely abusive. He beats her really, really badly, but she's keeping it a secret from everyone. She thinks it's her own fault. And so she's trying to keep her daughter safe from everything that's going on. But obviously, like, you know, it's really heartbreaking to read about, you know, her being in this abusive marriage, and it's going on. I don't know yet if like their romance will start if she divorces from him, or like how that's really going to work. You know, they're both very broken people. They've both gone through a lot in their lives, and they both are afraid to open their hearts back up to anyone just because of everything they've gone through. And so it's so beautifully written, and it's like, you know, this small town in Pennsylvania, all these farms, and like, I'm a huge fan of like small town farm romances, so if you do have more small town farm romances, I would highly appreciate that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now and make myself go to bed because I would easily stay up and keep reading this. I'm so excited to finish it tomorrow.
I'm so excited. I think Corinne Micheals is already a new favorite author, only being 100 pages in. So that's it. I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Hello. So it is now Sunday. I wanted to update you guys on Bratva before I continue reading this wonderful book, which I told you guys about last night. That made everything so worthwhile, and that went positively. But yeah, so Bratva, it's like 200 pages, and like it started off and I wasn't like really vibing with it. I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. It was like extremely like possessive from the first point on, and like the girl was 20 years old and he was just like completely like, the way that he was thinking about her, I was like, how old is this? And I still don't know how old he is. Like, I think he's in his 30s, which is fine, but I was like, initially I was like, wait, how, like, I was like, I don't know how old he is, so like, I'm kind of uncomfortable that he's like completely infatuated with this 20-year-old, like, it's kind of creeping me out. So like, that's what the issue was in the very beginning, those first like 50 pages. But, oh my god, I loved it! What? It shocked the crap out of me when I finished it last night. I like finished it and I was like, shit, that was a really freaking good book. It's a 200-page Russian mafia romance, captive, and like blackmail plot and everything. And it was great. I've seen no one talk about it, so I'm definitely gonna check out more from BB Hamel. So you're following Luke, and he is part of a Russian mafia, but his pecan, he doesn't like work like directly, like he's not like controlled by them, like he has his own crew that he uses. And when the book starts off, there's like this hit out on this one dude because this guy apparently crossed the ḽᴏᴏᴅᴜ, which is a different mafia group. And so he's like, well, I'm gonna get this bounty because it's so much money, so I'm just gonna go and kill this dude. So he goes there, gets the guy, and then kills him. And as soon as he kills the guy, the guy's daughter comes out and is like, oh my god, you just killed my dad. And he's like, well, that's how life works, sweetheart. And she's like, the F. And then other people start coming because now they want to take the daughter as reparations for what the dad did. They want her to pay. So he's like, you know what? Come with me right now. I'll let you live. I'll help save you from whatever the situation is going on. And she's like, I'm not coming with you. And he's like, well, too bad. And he basically kidnaps her and brings her to his safe house and is like, I don't know what's going on, but you should be thankful that I took you in because they would have killed you. And she's like, well, you killed my dad, so like, why would I be thankful for you? The thing is she actually hated her dad. Her dad was like a huge drunk and like took advantage of her and everything. So she like wasn't really that upset about it, but it was still like the whole like, kind of like moral thing. And then as it turns out, her dad ended up stealing this very pivotal dossier from the ḽᴏᴏᴅᴜ family, and so now everyone wants her because they believe that she knows what the dossier is. And so now Luke is kind of caught up in this like mafia war that's going on, and he's like, shit, like my pecan's gonna be really upset if I like end up starting a war, but I also really want to protect you. And it's so good because what I really loved about this was Kara's development, because she starts off as this girl who's like not a part of the mafia world, but then as she begins to get to know it and as she like kind of sees how it's going, she becomes so infatuated with it, and she's like, I can see myself having a purpose in this world. She was like a revenge queen, and I was like, yes, this development is what I am here for. Really ended up enjoying it. So if you're looking for a quick mafia romance that's like captive, really big on blackmail, does not shy away from the fighting, like it's action packed from the get-go, because like people are trying to take shit from them, like people are trying to kill them like actively throughout this entire book. And I love it when my mafia romances are action packed. It's like my number one thing that I like need in a mafia romance. Oh, also I didn't mention it last night when I got like the blue tank top, but I also got this fantasy one that says Fantasy Readers Club. So if you guys also want this also was just released in their newest drop, which I'm like super stoked about. This I'm in love with. So anyway, okay, I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys up later. Bye bye. You guys, I freaking love this book. Also Baby's sitting next to me. Look at her with her crossed legs. She's too cute. I freaking love this book. I know I mentioned last night that like there's the little girl Hadley, the daughter. She like breaks my heart, but then also makes me laugh because she's just so innocent and beautiful and like such a cute child. Like her relationship with Connor is just beautiful. Like she's like, you're my best friend, Connor. Like you're a Navy SEAL hero. You're like Hercules. You're this big protector man. Like you're so cool. Like you're so brave. And she's like, I want to be your best friend. Like we are best friends, right, Connor? And I'm like, I'm going to be the best friend. This book is gonna kill me. This book is literally going to kill me. There's something so satisfying about having a book like this. Like, it's such a special experience. And I'm so glad this is why I have my channel, is so I can share these kind of books with you and be like, oh my freaking gods. Like, it's just such a beautiful romance. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna go. We'll say goodbye, bye, boo boo. Back again. Oh my god. I cannot. This book. I'm like tearing up like constantly, and like things are happening, and like I'm obsessed. There are so many. The way that they talk to one another and the way that they speak, like I wish I was almost reading this on Kindle so I would be highlighting the crap out of it, because like, oh, the way that he like speaks to her and how he's like, the way that he loves her is just like so beautiful. I can't. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go again because I need to keep reading. So it's 8 o'clock, well, 7:45, so like I need to have dinner. But I literally was like, I'm not putting this book down until I finish it, because I was so obsessed. I finished it. 5 out of 5 stars. I love how everything was handled in this book, and like even like the third act like conflict that arises in this book was handled so well, and like I'm in love. That ending has me wanting to buy the next book like right now. It's annoying. It's annoying how these books are like $15, just because like I'm like trying to save money at the moment. If I do buy it, you'll see it in next week's vlog. That's for sure. If you have a small town romance that you love, please let me know, because I love small town romances. They are something that I just eat up, and they're like my favorite. So please let me know, especially if they're like, okay, I don't want to say if they're second chance, because as you all saw with Getting Schooled, I didn't love that as a second chance. This is also a second chance, and I fucking loved it. Like, there needs to be this angst and this connection between the characters. Like, I don't want it to just be like a simple second chance romance. Like, the second book in this, his brother is another second chance romance, and there's already like so much angst and tension between those two that I'm like, I'm gonna cry. I think I'm gonna be in like a book hangover after this book. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in love. I might pick up something else just for the rest of the night. I think I have like a 230 page like Mafia that I came across last night that I might pick up. Because then starting next week I'm doing arcs next week, so that's my plan. Baby, where are you going? Wait. Come say kiss. Come say hello to the, no, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. I need to stop stalling. Bye-bye. Hello. Okay, so I've decided I'm actually just gonna end the vlog here and get a head start on next week's reading, just because I need to like make sure I get all 3 of those arcs like 100% done, so why not? I hope you guys are enjoying these. Please let me know if you do, because like if you guys would rather me just do like regular ones that I like to used to do, which were like specific themes and stuff, that's fine. This is just a lot easier for me to do, so I'd prefer to just do these. Okay, yeah, that's it. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, thanks a bunch, everyone. Bye-bye.